caught my partner cheating with my cousin at a family reunion, and now they both want forgiveness. Family reunions had always been a time of joy and togetherness for me. Every year, our large extended family gathered to celebrate our shared history, catch up on each other's lives, and create new memories. This particular reunion was no different, or so I thought. I was excited to introduce my partner to everyone and looked forward to spending quality time with my relatives. The weekend started out wonderfully. There was laughter, reminiscing, and the comfort of being surrounded by loved ones. My partner seemed to fit right in, charming my family and participating in all the activities with enthusiasm. I felt proud and happy to see them blending so well with the people who meant the most to me. However, the perfect facade began to crack on the second day. I started noticing my partner and my cousin, Emma, whispering to each other, sharing secretive glances, and disappearing together for long periods. At first, I brushed it off as paranoia. Emma and I had grown up together, and we were more like siblings than cousins. The idea of anything inappropriate between her and my partner seemed unthinkable. But the nagging feeling wouldn't go away. On the final night of the reunion, I couldn't sleep. I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. As I approached the guest house where some of us were staying, I heard hushed voices coming from one of the rooms. Curiosity and dread took over, and I quietly crept closer. Peeking through the slightly ajar door, I saw the unmistakable sight of my partner and Emma in a compromising position. My heart plummeted, and a wave of betrayal washed over me. I stood frozen for a moment, unable to process what I was seeing. When they finally noticed me, their expressions changed from surprise to guilt. I stormed away, my mind racing with anger and hurt. My partner and Emma quickly followed, pleading for me to stop and listen. But I couldn't. My world had been shattered in an instant, and the pain was too overwhelming to confront them. I locked myself in my room, tears streaming down my face, trying to make sense of the betrayal. The next morning, the atmosphere at the reunion was tense. My parents and a few close relatives knew something was wrong, but I wasn't ready to share the full story. My partner and Emma cornered me, begging for a chance to explain. Against my better judgment, I agreed to hear them out. Emma, with tears in her eyes, confessed that it had been a moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment fueled by alcohol and emotions. My partner echoed her sentiments, claiming it was a mistake and that it meant nothing. They both asked for my forgiveness, promising that it would never happen again. Their pleas left me conflicted. Part of me wanted to forgive them, to return to the normalcy and shappiness I had felt before the betrayal. But the other part of me couldn't ignore the deep wound they had inflicted. Trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild, especially when it involves such a personal and intimate betrayal. In the weeks that followed, I struggled to navigate my emotions. I sought solace in friends, family, and therapy. I needed time to heal and to figure out what I wanted for my future. Emma and my partner continued to apologize, giving me space while also expressing their regret. Eventually, I came to a decision. I told Emma that while I loved her as family, I needed distance to heal and rebuild my trust. She respected my choice, and though our relationship would never be the same, I hoped that time would eventually bring some form of reconciliation. As for my partner, I realized that I couldn't continue the relationship. The betrayal had fractured the foundation of trust that we had built. Ending things was painful, but it was necessary for my own well-being. I needed to focus on myself and find someone who would respect and cherish me without the shadow of infidelity. In the end, I learned valuable lessons about trust, forgiveness, and self-respect. Betrayal by those closest to you is one of the hardest experiences to endure, but it also teaches you about your own strength and resilience. Moving forward, I vowed to prioritize my own happiness and to never settle for less than I deserved.